and I try and start taping on him, he's going to have to stabilize his hand, and his hand's all moving all over the place, and you're like, hold still, I'm trying to tape you. So by having him spread your fingers apart and push into my stomach, now I have a much more firmer surface for him to tape. And there's a few ways you can do this. You can start high and do an individual little band. You can work your way down towards the wrist. That takes a lot of time, right? I'm not pushing in very hard. This is what I think is easier. You start up high. So even with him, he's still kind of unstable, and I have to hold his wrist a little bit to help him. And we can go down as far as they want to, as far as what the athlete needs, and then move your wrist around. Provides a little bit of stability, it provides a little bit of, and again, some guys might say, I want a little bit lower, so we can take this down.
When is it that
who's fallen, they've had more of a hyperextension injury to their wrist, we need to give them a lot more support. So this is when we're going to go and we're going to put an anchor strip in through their hand. And so now, instead of having them like this, I'm going to have them just like this, more of a thumb up type position. And then first going to create an anchor. So with big football players, the width of the tape can sometimes can fit right in there nice and easy. Smaller athletes, female, all you're going to do is pinch this tape as you go through. Now it creates a lot more space and width for the tape to pass through in the webbing. So now I've created an anchor that I can apply tape to that will allow us to, and there's a couple different ways. So the most simple way is going to be kind of like a simulated heel lock for the ankle. I'm going to come up and I'm going to start with, you can just put your elbow there, that's fine. Is that comfortable for you? And we're going to do this both ways. So you can start going in or you can start going out, whatever way is more comfortable for you. All I'm going to do, and again, you've already figured out with taping, it's about angles of the tape, right? If I put this flat, then I'm going to have to somehow get this and pull and get wrinkles in to create the angle to get it around to the bottom aspect of his hand. So pick a good angle that's going to come down and just lay real nice as it goes up towards the top. I'm going to pinch through this again. This is going to be my access point, or the point I'm going to go both times. And I'm going to end right where I begin. So I started here, went in down to the base of basically like the pinky area of the wrist, up and around through the hand, and ended back up top. Now I'm going to do the exact thing, but go the opposite way now. So I went in, so now I'm going to go out. Using that was a bad angle. I'm going to take a little bit of a steeper angle, coming down here, pinching as I come through, and ending basically where I started again. Okay? So that's going to limit him a little bit, that provides a little bit more stability for you, right? To really take away emotion, to really take them out of hyperextension, or if they had a flexion injury, what we're going to do is we're going to create like a little X. You can do it on your shorts, you can do it on a table, but essentially, flip your wrist. All I'm going to do is measure with the tape the distance from the palm of their hand down to where the anchor of the tape is on their wrist. I'm going to put one straight. I'm just going to create a little crisscross over the top, create an X. Create another X. And I'm just going to put one more in each, go over the top of that just to kind of provide a little bit more stability with that. Again, you're in an athletic training room, you're out on a field, you don't have a table, your shorts or your pants will work just fine to kind of create this little makeshift, kind of like an X. And now whatever motion we want to take away from his wrist, we can apply. So if we want to take away hyperextension, I'm actually going to bring him into a little bit more of a flex position. I apply this and tape it on. I also, if I want to take away, let's say this motion coming back hurts, I can apply it on the opposite way, or coming forward hurts, I can apply this here. The same thing, it'll limit that motion. Hyperextension is going to be the more common, so I'm going to bring him into a little bit of flexion. Apply your little X. And again, we can just tape this in. Typically, I wouldn't have done my little heel locks, wrist locks, we'll call them. I wouldn't have done those yet. I would have done this first and then done the lock. So I'll just do those over the top just for a refresher course. There's one way. There's one the second way, and now I just want to tape all those loose ends in, so I'm just going to put one more there so everything's nice and solid. Now try and bend your wrist back. That prevents you more from being able to, he still has a little bit, and we can take more of that motion away, but that's a good solid wrist taping that is going to allow, take away some of that hyper or extension. Good with that?
So it all depends on what type of wrist.
Yep. Again, most of the time someone's going to fall, they're going to get jammed, and so we're going to want to take away that hyperextension, so we'll put them in a little bit of a flexion to limit that. Rare cases, but there are times, or, you can put one of those, if both directions really hurt, you can put one of those fans on the front side, one of those fans on the back side, and really just kind of take away both those motions and make it nice and solid for them.
So if we